Tusk delivers furious ultimatum to Turkey, don't threaten an EU member. Brussels has fired a warning at Turkey after Cyprus accused Ankara's military of obstructing a ship around the disputed island. Turkey was said to have interfered with a vessel contracted by Italian oil company Ina, which was approaching an area to explore for natural gas. Greek Cypriots run Cyprus's internationally recognized government, while Turkish Cypriots have a breakaway state in the north, recognized only by Ankara. The rebel states say resources around the island belong to them too. After speaking to the Cyprus President Nikos Anastasiades, President of the European Council, Donald Tusk, said, I call on Turkey to avoid threats or actions against an EU member and instead commit to good neighborly relations, peaceful dispute settlement and respect for territorial sovereignty. The EU Commission echoed Mr. Tusk's warning, saying, Turkey needs to commit unequivocally to neighborly relations and avoid any kind of source of friction, threat or action directed against a member state. The EU also stresses the need to respect the sovereignty of member states over their territorial sea and airspace. This morning Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan called on Cyprus not to overstep the mark. Cyprus is one of several states, including Israel and Lebanon, racing to tap gas deposits in the eastern Mediterranean. Turkey's foreign ministry has not made any mention of obstructing the Ina ship, but said the case was a unilateral move by Greek Cypriots that violated the sovereign rights of Turkish Cypriots. Ankara accused Greek Cypriots of jeopardizing security and stability on the ethnically split island and in the region. But on Monday Greece hit back, saying Turkey had violated international law and said its provocative conduct was inconsistent with that of a country seeking accession to the EU. The Foreign Ministry in Athens said, we call on Turkey to desist from further unlawful actions and to comply with its obligations stemming from international law. Relations between the EU and Turkey have become strained over human rights allegations following a large-scale crackdown by Ankara in the wake of a failed Turkish coup in 2016. However, European countries still rely on Turkey as a NATO ally and as a brake to help reduce an influx of Syrian and other refugees into the bloc. Turkey's EU Minister, Ömer Çelik, will join 28 foreign ministers of the bloc for talks in Bulgaria on Friday. Ankara is pushing to lift visa requirements for its citizens traveling to Europe. Despite being careful to avoid upsetting President Tayyip Erdogan, EU chiefs are currently unwilling to grant the migration concession. But Brussels is due to commit more money for the large number of Syrian refugees living in Turkey.